What's going on, guys? Chaseontwowheels here, and today I've got Bo riding around with me. He's on the MT-03, got my beautiful MT-10. Today we're testing out some gear that a company called BikeShed Motorcycle Company sent out. They sent out this beautiful piece of stuff. Look at that, BikeShed Motorcycle Company, and I'm rocking out the pantaloons. They're jeans, they're not pantaloons, but I've been riding around in these pants for about a month now. And how long have you been using the shirt?
About 2-3 weeks.
2-3 weeks. So we're gonna ride around and talk about our experiences with these. And yes, the thumbnail says gear that will protect your ass. And, well, not ass, but you know, YouTube stuff. But it's technically correct because if Bo will show you, my butt is safe. Accuracy. Let's get on the motorcycles and ride around because you guys, there's enough people on YouTube, you know, talking to cameras. There's not enough people on YouTube riding pretty motorcycles. Also, if this all works out, I'm gonna get a cool photo of Bo because that shirt looks dope. We'll find out what happens in today's episode. So I'm in motorcycle jeans, right? So if I hit the ground, I've got protection, but guess what else I can do?
What?
Anything I want.
Nice.
Range of
Are
motion.
they stretchy? Are they stretchy?
I don't know, Bo. Are they?
Look at that power move.
These are probably, and we'll talk more about this on the ride, but legitimately, when I put these on, I'm like, this is how every pair of jeans should fit. So anyway, we'll get going because the whole point is that we do this while riding motorcycles, not, you know, on, what are the things called? What are the little skateboards that go? I forget what they're called. They have a little remote.
Oh, oh no.
Well, every vlogger has them. I forget what they're called though. The little, all right, whatever. We don't use those. We use motorcycles here because we're moto vloggers. I'm a moto vlogger, and you are a guy that rides a motorcycle. You're ex-moto vlogger. Now, Bo, people that pay attention might notice that you're not on your bolt.
That's because it's busted.
So guys, typically Bo has a bolt. You've probably seen it if you've been on the channel for a while, and you will see it more in the future. But today, luckily, we've got an MT-03 in the garage, so we figured we'd be matchy-matchy boys.
But it is a different feeling with this jacket on this, I'm noticing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when I'm on, for those who don't know, I have ape hangers, 12-inch ape hangers on my bike. So my arms are straight out. This jacket's a bit longer, which is good because that means when you tuck up, it folds up and it's perfect, but it's not as tucked up as it is on mine. So I have a little extra sleeve.
I would not have thought about the thought process behind wearing it in a different bike versus this one. That's pretty cool.
You can see it right here versus right there. It's like if I get it down like that, you see how much extra sleeve I have? But when I'm like that, it's perfect.
Right. I will say, thanks to BikeShed, they did send out the pants and the shirt. We did not pay for them, but BikeShed also did not pay us to make this video, so we get to say whatever the hell we want, as goes with the vast majority of the reviews. All right, may it begin. So, Bo, what price-wise are we looking at right now? I think mine were what?
$280.
Mine are $280, and then yours is
$260.
Right. So we're not talking about cheap gear here, guys. This is legit stuff. But something we do have to keep in mind. Mine are like legit riding pants. They are like resistant to damage, and I do have actual padding in here. Bo's is a riding shirt. I don't think it's a replacement for a riding jacket like I have on right now, but it is a better option than wearing something like a t-shirt or like a hoodie, right?
Yeah, so I will say this. I looked it up when you handed me the shirt, and it is made of a highly abrasion, this is their words, and I'm not gonna freaking test it, but they said it's a highly abrasion resistant like material, better than a regular shirt.
Yeah, a regular, like if you were wearing a hoodie and you went down, it would just tear to shreds. It would do literally nothing.
It would disintegrate.
Right. disintegrate. It would blow up. With this shirt, you're at least, or with that shirt, you're at least gonna have some sort of protection. As far as like a regular clothes go, Bo, like how does it fit? Like, does it fit when you know when you wear a jacket, you don't have as much range of motion as you would with like a hoodie or something like that. So what kind of fit are we looking like with that?
It fits. The fit is really good because it's a bit of a thicker material. It is a little stiff for just walking around. It feels a lot like a really light jacket.
Oh, okay.
But it is super comfortable, and the fit is. I mean, I guess the industry term is an American fit. I'm a short, chubby guy, so it fits me like well. It doesn't like puff up anywhere. It's a comfortable shirt. I keep wanting to call it a jacket, but it's not.
Right. What type of jacket size, or what type of motorcycle jacket size do you typically wear?
Well, does a vest count?
Oh my freaking God.
If I'm wearing one and it's colder, like a little bit colder, usually in the fall I wear the Icon Anthem hoodie.
And you wear a large typically?
Yeah, usually.
Well, like, so that means it's like true to size then, right? Like if you wear a large, ordering a large fits well. Because I feel like that fits you really well. Like it looks good. Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah.
I usually shirts like this billow up right here because I'm a little small in the pectoral region, but I'm a little big in the gut region. So I usually have this little puffy like plumage on the front. But as you can see,
yeah, look how fancy. I will say it looks fly as hell.
Dude, I feel cool.
Yeah, like one of the interesting things with that jacket or shirt, I'm gonna keep doing that the entire video, is on the website they have a photo of it just like laid down, and it does not look good. You can't really tell like how it fits around people, but then seeing it on you, I'm like, dude, that looks so much better than it does on their website. So take that for what you will, and granted, you know, looks are a personal opinion and all. What other thoughts do you have on the jacket as far as like it being a shirt? God damn it.
Here's the thing that I was thinking about, right? Because it is a shirt and not a jacket, right? You have to compare it to other riding shirts. And so you look at like the Dainese, the Speed and Strength, that kind of stuff, where it's a shirt that you wear on a bike. The thing that those guys all do is protection inside the shirt. This does not. This has reinforced elbows and reinforced shoulders by like an extra panel of material and some heavy stitching, but there is no pockets that I could find. It could be that they're there and I just couldn't find them, but there's no pockets for like any protection, and there's no Kevlar, which the Speed and Strength and some of the other riding shirts have that in the elbows and stuff where the pocket is. So in that scenario, I think it's lacking a lot, especially at its price point. Now, having said that, the material that they use feels much more substantial than any of those. Like, it feels,
okay.
This whatever this like cotton that they have is substantial and stitched together in a way where it doesn't feel like it would fall apart. I bet you could take a slide on this and it would get a little razzed up, but it would be okay.
Like you would be okay, which is the important part, right?
Yeah, I think this would hold up to some pretty good scuffs too.
One thing I do know, and this goes with the pants as well, there are protected and not protected models. So if you want them with no pads, you can get those. I imagine they would be maybe a little cheaper, but you can also get a version with you know, they make that like D3O material that's like super thin and pliable, and then whenever it takes a hit, it hardens up. So I do know that there's options. So I think the main point of gear like this is to lessen the amount of times that somebody's gonna go out and be like, I'll just wear a hoodie and be fine. Like, you know, it's trying to find that middle ground of getting you to wear that more often than not. Because would it be better for you to go out and wear a leather jacket? Yes. But how many opportunities are you going to have to be like, I don't feel like wearing that today, versus how many opportunities would it happen with that? You know what I mean?
I don't think people will grab this.
So what would cause you to think that?
There's a zipper on the front of this that zips up.
Right.
There's also buttons, but they are like fly buttons, right? You have to loop them inside the buttonhole, which takes time. So if I'm hopping on the bike to do a quick jaunt, I'm not grabbing this.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's too much work to put it on. You were talking before we started recording about the amount of time of the year you could ride it, and granted, people are going to have to consider the fact that we're in North Georgia, so we've got really hot summers, we've got relatively cool winters. How many seasons here in North Georgia do you think you can get out of that thing realistically?
I'm used to sweltering heat because the Bolt's air cooled. We're in Atlanta, we're in traffic all the time, so it's like nearly like egg cooking temperatures outside. I can stand being warm a little bit longer, but realistically, it's too thick to wear in the summer. So let's count that out right away.
Okay, so no summer riding with that thing.
There is a brief window of time. Like, okay, so today, this morning, would have been too cold because it was like 45 degrees. That's just too much for this. But like that 50 degree and even this, we're like, what, in the 60s now?
Something like that, probably.
My helmet is hotter than the jacket.
So overall, what do you rate the jacket?
I would give it, in a scale out of 10, I'm going to give it 7 grumpy bow faces out of 10.
All right, so 7 grumpy bow faces for the jacket. It is a more expensive jacket. It does look good as hell. As far as the pants, I gotta say, if we go to comfort first, probably the most comfortable riding pants that I currently have. And keep this in mind, you know, like I'm on a more relaxed bike right now, like the MT10, you know, my legs are not crunched up. But we just recently had that Moto 2 in the garage for a while. I rode that bike multiple times in these pants, and my legs were like, you know, like this half the time. Still, these things are super comfortable because, as you can see, I have full range of motion to do whatever I want. So I think having pants like this really makes you start understanding what you could have with pants, with like riding pants. So you got to be careful. If you make the decision to get a pair of pants like this, yeah, they are pretty expensive at, what was it, $280 or some shit?
Yeah, but for $280, the quality of those, right? What's the quality like?
This is the premium level for riding pants. This is that thing like when you put a Shoei helmet on, you're like, oh, okay, this is top quality. I feel like I'm going to be able to ride in these jeans throughout the entire year. Whereas the shirt was only a little less expensive than the jeans, I feel like you're going to get a lot more use out of a pair of jeans like this at this quality level. So I'm feeling like they're a hardcore buy.
Do they have the reinforcement material?
I've got the pair. Do I have the pair? I don't think these have padding either. I think we both have the pair without padding. Yeah, there's no padding there, but...
No, there is. There is something there. Yeah, you got padding.
Oh, it is. Okay. No, so I have 2 pairs of riding pants that I wear. It's these, and I wear the Revit ones. They're both relatively comfortable. Well, they're both really comfortable, but these are a whole different level more comfortable than the Revit ones. I would say, as far as my riding pants go, because I have a lot of pairs of riding pants that I can just wear this one when I want to, wear that one. I grab these far more often because of how comfortable they are. If you want this is like a blue, so you got to be okay with having like blue pants. I don't know if they have a black pair, but the only thing I think I'd really want from what I'm on is like a pair of black ones. That's kind of the only negative. Theirs are the most comfortable. They're abrasion resistant. They're going to be far more safe than a pair of actual pants. There are people that are just totally okay with riding around in regular jeans. You have Bo in regular jeans right now. I feel like I'm in a situation where I've got so much like gear to test out. Like I'd really never have an opportunity to just be like, I'll just wear my regular jeans. If you're gonna have gear, it needs to be able to be comfortable when you wear it and easily used, or else you're never gonna wear it. There's legit been days where I wore these pants as my pants that day. I didn't go ride or anything, but I wore these things because I'm like, dude, they're freaking stretchy jeans. Of course I'm gonna wear those things because they're comfy as hell. I feel like these jeans are in that perfect spot of like, they are so comfortable. You could legit buy these as your regular wear around like jeans, and then they're also riding jeans. I could not give these things high enough, like a high enough mark for as far as like riding pants go.
So quality's good, comfort is good. What about the price?
Price is a lot, dude. 300 bucks.
It's a hard pill to swallow.
Right, and here's the thing also, riding pants are the piece of gear that nobody gives a shit about.
Yeah.
Right?
If they get tore up, then it's just on to the next one.
Right, like people, at least I feel like this, and guys in the comments, maybe y'all can let us know. I feel like riding pants are up there with like gloves for like, what am I gonna put on to go ride? I just never understood why people don't consider pants such a big deal, because like when you hit the ground, you're probably gonna start sliding, and the majority of your weight, I mean like you can look at my R6 wreck. When I did that low side, I slid across the fucking road on my butt. Maybe because of the wrecks I've had, pants are a bigger deal, but I wear riding pants all the time, so having a super comfortable pair that I'm happy to wear is very important, because like I have a lot of gear, but if that gear's annoying as hell to wear, dude, I'm not gonna wear it. I don't give a shit. Like I'm not gonna sit there and put myself in that position.
It's kind of how I feel about these f***ing buttons.
Can you wear it without the buttons?
You can, but then you got this flabby bit and you feel it.
That's an interesting point, where both of these pieces of gear are from a different company, and if we use that thought process of it's got to look good, work well, and be easy to use, one of these pieces of gear is not easy to use, so that jacket doesn't get the same points that these pants do. They both have that same kind of, industrial look. That's interesting that because typically a company, if they're going to have something they focus on it the entire way. So as far as, if we're going to go back to the pants real quick, judging wise, I literally don't have a single bad thing to say about them other than the price. And that happens sometimes. When something's super expensive, that's the negative, right? Is it cost a lot?
Because that's the point of entry. It's a fantastic quality, but not a lot of people are going to be able to throw down nearly 300 bones on a pair of pants.
I will say, if you've got the cash to spend 300 bucks on a pair of pants, I am not upset about these pants at all. There's nothing I could improve on, because obviously I can't control the price, but if you can afford a pair of $300 pants, you are not going to be let down by these guys right here. So I got nothing but positive stuff to say.
How many dopey chase faces out of 10 would you give
10
it?
out of 10. Absolutely 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 dopey chase faces?
10 out of 10 dopey chase faces. There's nothing wrong with these pants. How could I not give it the full 10? We're going to pull off up here in a second, and I want to show you something that's super important to me, because I've had pairs of pants and I can't stand this one specific thing on them, and these, nowhere to be found. I've had riding pants before that were comfortable, but the legs were super baggy. And I don't know if it's just me, but I cannot stand the look of like super baggy pants. But like, look at that though. That's like directly on my leg. So one of the things about baggy gear in general is, when you have baggy stuff on, it's not even about the ride. When you start sliding, hopefully that never happens, it's gonna ball up, and then you're gonna like be in an unexpected situation, because like how's your slide? Is that gonna grab something? But when stuff's tight on you, nothing's flapping in the wind like you were talking about, and it feels safer. Fitting wise, absolute freaking primo, dude.
10 out of 10, that's good.
10 out of 10, dude. I mean, how many pants can you do this in? Right? It's insane. All right, guys, so we're going to end the video there. We're going to try to take some cool photos and a thumbnail around here somewhere. And if you guys want to check out either the shirt, not the jacket, if you want to check out the shirt or the pants, we will have links down below to BikeShed. They are the guys that sent stuff out. we're trying to do better about reviews not always having to be super high production quality. That way we can get more of these out for you guys, and honestly, it's just a reason for us to go ride, if you know what I'm saying. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content, and we'll see you on the next one. Oh, you can also win free motorcycles that we build. Top link down below, Wreck Bike Rebuild Garage over on Patreon. If we do well enough, we'll buy Bo an MT-03. Outro crew, if I gave you, the outro crew person, $300, would you buy Bo's jacket, shirt, or my pants? Let us know in the comments.
100% your pants.
Yeah, the pants are the winner. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
But they have to be the ones that you wore.
No, I'm not giving up my pants. All right, guys, that's it for us. We'll see you on the next one.